Next one. In a word, expectations. This one popped in my head because I've also heard this quote: the biggest killer of relationships are unmet expectations. Think about it. Now, I'm not saying a romantic relationship. It could be. It could be a friend relationship, a family relationship, a parent-child relationship. But the biggest killer of relationships is unmet expectations. So, process, think. Often, you build up in your head, I would like, I'll make it up, my kid. My expectations are, I provide well for my kids. They've got a great house, they've got a great network of people in their lives, they have access to all the food, clothing, things that they could want. My expectation is that they contribute to the house. They do chores, they clean up after themselves, they're disciplined in how they approach schoolwork, the choices that they make, and they're expected to be kind. So to me, I feel like a trade-off for being able to provide that life for them is they also meet me and do those things. The funny part is, throughout the day, throughout the week, I could have those expectations in my head, and if they're not accomplishing them, if they're not meeting them, I can come down on them, get really frustrated, and as it turns out, if I hadn't expressed what my expectations were, I was essentially grading them on a test for chapters I never even told them to read. That's tough, right? Now, apply that to a different type of relationship, not parent-child, but maybe a friend. Maybe it's a mentor. I actually approached a mentor once and said, hey, will you be my mentor? It was a little better than that. I wasn't that blunt. But the first question out of her mouth was, okay, what role do you want me to play? Your cheerleader? Your advocate? Your sounding board? I was like, oh, well, I hadn't thought about that. It was amazing because with me, she asked the right questions to help set expectations up front, because she wanted to be able to deliver for me, but she wanted to know what it is that I expected out of her. Maybe it's with a friend. Maybe the expectation that you have of that friend in your life is to be there when you need to vent, is to be there when you need to go out and socialize. But if those are the things that you seek most and that person isn't delivering, question, like, have you told him? Have you said, you know what, I got a lot great and a lot of challenges, and this is kind of what I'm counting on you for. This is where I look to you. If they know that, there's a great chance that when you ask of them those things, they'll show up for it. If they don't know that's why that you're counting on them, they might pass and choose to do something else, which may not add as much value to you. So again, expectations. Apparently they're the biggest killer of relationships, and a great starting place would be to express them. Say it up front. Stop, and if you're already in it, like, and you didn't get to say it at the beginning, like, ask. What are your expectations? And see, I wonder if you've been studying the right chapters for the test, or if you have a test on chapters you knew nothing about. I'd be curious to find out. For me, I know that I've been humbled, and I say these things, not that I'm perfect at them, but this is something that I've taken with me and tried to practice. And where I fumbled, I'm like, yep, there was probably an opportunity to do a little bit better at that. So expectations.